Hey, what's up, bootstrappers? Welcome to another Motivational Monday. All right, so stop having your past or stop having your future be a rerun of the past. So, this is what happens. So I'll get a coaching student with me, and they don't know what they're doing in real estate, or they know a little bit, and they come to me and they're like, hey man, I'm super excited to be working with you. I've heard a lot of great news or a lot of great things about you, and I've seen some of the success of your students, and just tell me what to do. I'm like, yeah man, no problem. This is exactly what you need to do. You need to do A, B, and C. And basically, what is A, B, and C? You need to go find prospects, you need to go contact them, and you need to get them under contract. Basically, that's what you need to do in order to be successful in this business. I can help you with the rest. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna walk you onto the doorstep and knock on the door for you. You need to do that. You need to either door knock or pick up the phone call and call them. And mental note, that house is overgrown, and oh man, I gotta come back here and take a picture of that house. Driving for dollars. All right. Perfect. Got that one down. So here's what it is. So you need to get out there and do that, make that thing happen. And this is like with life in general. So what happens is these guys will go out and they'll do something and they'll be successful. They're like, oh my gosh, I got some money. I made some money. What you tell me actually does work. It's amazing. And then they'll be like super excited. And then what'll happen is they'll deviate from that course. So they'll get some success, and then they'll deviate. They'll stop doing what actually worked to get the job done. They'll stop making phone calls. They'll stop going on looking at houses, looking for properties online, and they'll stop making these phone calls as well. And so they stop basically marketing and their business. They'll come back to me and be like, man, this isn't working anymore. I'm struggling. I'm like, well, let me look at your cheat sheet here. Let's look at your numbers. Show me what you've been doing. What activity have you been doing? And it come to find out, they're doing a bunch of busy work and they're not having any real success. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? Let's track your actual hours of like productivity time. And so we start looking at this, and like literally they're doing less than 4 hours a week of actual productive time. And productive time is calling on sellers, knocking on their doors, even looking up properties. And you can even get lost in that. You can be like looking and then looking some more and then looking again, and just like getting lost in like the research phase of this business. There is no money to be made in researching. Yes, you have to have a quality list. Yes, you have to know what you're doing. But if you get lost in the research phase, then it doesn't matter if you have the best damn list on the planet. If you can't go out there and knock on their door or pick up the phone and get them make an appointment, you don't have anything. That list could be gold, but you don't have the skills or the desire or the determination to actually close on that deal. And so what happens is now their past failures, their past lack of action becomes a rerun for their future. And they just keep on rerunning that. And what happens is, here we are a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later, and they are still in this hamster wheel of, man, I can't get off this. I can't make some, heads or tails of what's happening with this market. I can't have any sellers, work with me and all this stuff. I don't know what's going on. But yet this is the difference between those that give up and those that keep on going. The difference is the guys that stick with it have had that taste. In the back of their mind, they know that it works. They're like, I got that check, I've cashed that money. I know that this is something that works with me. And so they'll keep on going because they know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like guys that quit are the ones that I'm like, this sucks, dude. This real estate isn't for me, or this doesn't work, or this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, because they haven't tasted that success yet. And because they haven't tasted that success, they give up and they quit. But what happens though, and this is where their past catches up and becomes a rerun of their future, is they don't continue with the strategies and the skills and the techniques that they learned to acquire their first couple of deals, and they start doing it on their own. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this differently, I'm gonna do that differently, because success leaves clues. And what happens is, if you change that equation, then you're gonna change the actual outcome. You're gonna change the result that happens. So if A plus B equals C, and then you're like, I'm gonna do D and E over here, you're not gonna get C, you're gonna get F, you're gonna get something else. And so you have to do what led to that result. And if you do that, then you can actually change your future and have it be, exactly what you want it to be. And this is so true for guys that are just like, man, I'm in a rut. I week after week, month after month. And I was like this for a very, very long time. my days turned to weeks, my weeks turned to months, my months turned to years. There were several years where I'm like, man, I'm like a first-year rookie in this business, having the same problem, going after the same results every single time and not getting those results to actually happen. Well, it wasn't until I actually realized that, hey, you know what? If I'm not getting the results, I got to change the effort that I'm putting into it. So if I don't like the fruits, I got to change the roots, if you get what I'm saying. So there's the under the surface, strategies and beliefs and activities that you're doing aren't getting you the results that you want. You got to change those things. And it all starts with, what are you doing? Every single day you need to be doing dollar productive activities. Are you going after sellers? Are you even identifying proper sellers? I hate it when I get someone that comes to me, hey man, I got this great deal. The seller's super motivated. We want to go ahead and move this thing. And I'm like, they bring it to me, case in point, they bring me something that they can't do anything with. I'm like, dude, how many times have I told you don't go after reverse mortgages unless you're going to do a short sale and we're going to sell it to a flipper and we know for sure that flipper wants that property in that market. And they'll come after me like, man, this seller's super motivated. Their spouse died. They got a reverse mortgage. They just want to be, they'll let us take over the mortgage. I'm like, what are you taking over? Like literally, it's upside down. What are you taking over? It's a reversed mortgage. There's no payment to take over. I was like, you just wasted, like, how long did it take you to find this person? I don't know, 3 weeks? 3 weeks? You just wasted 3 weeks chasing a person that you never should have been chasing in the first place. So it all starts with proper focus, and then you got to go on to, after you focused on what is actually truly going to, pay dividends, you got to get out there and do the work. You got to knock on their doors. You have to basically do activities that are going to get you paid. Because if you're not going to get paid, guys, what are you even doing this for? It's just, you're leading yourself down the road to burnout and fatigue and frustration. So stop letting your past be a rerun of your future and create a new future, guys. Remember, you're only one deal away from changing your entire financial future. All it takes is one. And I want to see you guys succeed. I'm Ryan Nickel. I'll catch you guys later. I got to go inside and meet with the seller. Cheers.